Hey guys, it's 323 Starlight. Welcome back to more Dragon Age Origins. In the last episode, we
Yes.
journeyed to the
Indeed. Yes.
to the forest where the Dalish elves lay, and we pretty much saved their race from a curse. Unfortunately, one of them had to be sacrificed in order to do that. In this episode, we're gonna head to the Frostback Mountains and search for Ozamar, the dwarven city. Might run into some trouble on the way. Or not. But regardless, we run into some bounty hunters right here.
About time, O Warden. Loghain sent his request.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to die here. Gotcha. Pretty pathetic for bounty hunters. Not much of a ambush either. You guys fail at bounty hunting.
Did you hear? Unrest's ashes have been found.
Anyway, there's the gates to Ozamar, whatever. Tomato, tomato.
King Loghain will not.
Oh great, it's a
Dieta,
Loghain
This
supporter.
land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Why have your people retreated like this?
They hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunaidukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
That intimidation thing probably would have been a lot cooler if I held my sword to his neck.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outside is not witness our inquiry.
These must be the dwarven paragons.
Spare a few bitch for an old man.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
Just
Aren't you chilly?
helping to complete my codex. Oh, what's this?
It's much warmer where you're from, isn't it? Don't you feel cold?
I suppose.
I don't imagine we can find a cloak in your size, can we?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Don't mind me. Now I wonder where I could get a skein of good wool yarn.
uh, wonder what's going on here. Got a bit of a gathering right here.
It is the assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
That could have gone better.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sonic fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Yes, you should.
Anyway, welcome to Osimer, the...
For a tiny people, they certainly build high ceilings.
Oh yes, this is something of a map, isn't it? Welcome to Osimer, the city of dwarves.
And
Anyway, you'll find a mini quest here, and
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for
I am
the
not used to
ancestors?
seeing a female dwarf.
I can't imagine your ancestors.
I don't think there was ever a
reside in
female
stone.
dwarf in Lord of the Rings.
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way... How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. Warden, so you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Vilda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Okay, it won't be a little. It will be a little while before we can find her son. So let's keep looking around. Let's see. This goes into Dust Town, which is basically the poor section. Let's head around. We need to head to. Sorry. We need to head to the Diamond Quarter.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment? You look like you're not from around here. Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them. I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
See, there should be a. I think this is a shop right here.
And welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium. Enhanced, of course.
Guy stutters like a yeah. Ooh. Some gifts, nice.
Why would such a small
wrong way.
build things so tall? They must own an impressive array of ladders.
This way, right here. Diamond Quarter. And welcome to the Diamond Quarter, home of the high class and the snobbish.
This is grand. The noble houses do love their luxuries.
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin and Lord Harold.
Anyways, there, in my last playthrough, there was I supported Balin because I prefer his ideals more, aside from his ends justify the means kind of thing.
After all this is over, I wouldn't mind getting a job here. I could sing, tell stories, help the king.
Of course, I'm not a fan of the ends justify the means, but his pushing for trade and given the casteless a chance to move up in the world, I prefer more than the other guy.
It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Devorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harriman for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests. Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Oh, excuse me, two assembly members. Desher is their formal title. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes. Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Very well, here we go. First, I want to make sure to get the rest of this area on the map. Anyway, let's head to our first target. Just know that once you start supporting Balin, you'll start getting attacked by Harriman's supporters.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
I'm the only human here.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient tide. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt. Thank you. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
Okay, the site that we're going to in the Deep Roads isn't where Rook is for that side quest. So we're gonna have to
2 years tomorrow.
So again, it'll be a while before we'll be able to go find him. Alright, let's keep moving. The other guy should be in the tavern right on the other side. This tavern right here. I think. He should be in this area. Ah, there he is, right over there.
Told him Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You know me, word travels fast.
You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard there was a Grey Warden in town. No offense, but you kind of stand out. Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day. I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
You're not supposed to be able to... They're not supposed to be able to buy your vote anyway. Because frankly, that's just bad politics. Wonder what this guy sells.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Must resist the urge to kill. More gifts for my allies. Now let's head for the deep roads. This away.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today. I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. Best of luck.
See you later. Ooh, a rune plate. Time to venture forth to the Aeducan Tig. The TH is pronounced T, not Th. Getting situated here. Okay. Pretty good map of the deep roads, considering they're pretty much supposed to be unmapped. Alright, let's see. Kind of looking for treasure at the same time. There are not that many useful items, but there is a gift item that I want to grab for Alistair. Ooh, emissary. Kill. Ow. That was fast. Fractured stone. Just fire crystal. I think it's at the end where the guy we're looking for is. I believe he is this way. No, I came from this direction. Silly me, silly me. Yeah, I did come from that direction. Okay, we can't go any further forward, so we'll just have to make a left.
Watch out. There's darkspawn over there.
That is a lot of darkspawn. They're gonna make quick work of that guy.
What?
Anyway, let's see if we can get this chest open. Indeed we can. It not the one I was looking for. Which way, which way? Let's try this way. Enemy's coming from this way. Oh, another chest. Ah, here it is, the black runestone. I believe this is the quickest way to him. I already found what we're looking for anyway. There's the emissary. Get back here. Now to get the other guys. Ooh. And now we've got deep stalkers. These guys are incredibly weak, but they come in a lot of numbers, so beware. They're basically like the dragonlings. I mean, seriously. Look at that.
shall be done. If they will not leave us, then we must fight.
And there's our allies. Now we just need to take care of these deep stalkers. Another wave of deep stalkers will arrive after you kill off this one.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
What manner of beast is this?
Told ya. A broken chest.
Shall be done.
What now?
Cold iron rune, huh?
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
I don't remember a third wave hitting.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
Ugly blighters, aren't they?
I finished.
There we go.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway? What are you talking about? I've dealt with Harrowmont many times, and he's always been forthright. I'm not ungrateful for your assistance, but I hope you have some evidence to back such an accusation. I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. We will certainly not support a man who would use my family like that. I will tell everyone I know what a wretched trick Harrowmont tried to play. I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Sure, safety in numbers, right?
And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
Okay. Alright, we made it back. Everyone seems safe. Let's go complete the quest.
Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked Castless in the street. Does he respect none?
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
I'm ready.
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzamar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne. Traditionally, the king decides his successor. The assembly just says aye or nay. Kings have only ever selected someone outside their families if they were childless, or if their children lacked the capacity to rule. Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. To be king of the greatest city in Thedas? I know you Grey Wardens claim to be above politics, but surely you can't be blind to that lure.
Why would Harrowmont think you couldn't rule?
Harrowmont spent his life in the assembly. He only knows how to lead through compromise and capitulation. That's not what Orzammar needs. The Darkspawn are massing for a blight. The land's topside have been torn apart. We need a strong leader now, someone who can stand up to the assembly. Someone who will rule, not persuade.
And you're that man?
Do you expect modesty? That is no valuable trait for a king. This is a time for action, not cultured debate. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil. Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos. Jarvia and her Carta are behind this bedlam. If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger. And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Alright, we now have a new goal. We need to take down the criminal cult, the Carta. I believe that about does it for this episode, alright guys? Next time on Dragon Age Origins, we're gonna head to the... Ooh, yay. Master Coercion. We're gonna head down to the... We're gonna head down to Dust Town and find the kingpin of the of Orzammar. See you guys later.